Are you excited to talk to me? Because I am thrilled to talk to you this morning, buddy. I can hardly wait. So
100%. I love your story, man. I love it. I'm very excited. I'm ready to get rolling.
Yeah, and just before we get started, thank you for the compliment. And you are actually joining me this morning as we celebrate a milestone for the show, my friend. So I started this podcast in May of 2020, my friend. And as of this morning, you're the 800th episode I've recorded for the endeavor, my friend. So
let's go, my man.
Thanks for helping me celebrate the milestone. It's most appreciated.
Of course. Likewise, man. Thanks for having me. 800. That's awesome.
Yes, you can have that banner all to yourself. Isn't that wonderful?
Absolutely it is.
Yeah, absolutely, my friend. And I have to tell you that I was so honored to spend a few minutes with you, my friend. And I want to thank you once again, my friend, because as I told you before we started recording, my friend, you're joining us today as we celebrate a milestone for the program as we record our 800th episode, my friend. So I want to thank you for engaging in conversation and joining us for the celebration, my friend. It's most appreciated.
And Kevin, thank you so much, my man. I truly appreciate it. Dude, really cool that it was the 800th episode. And I love your story as well. And I could feel a lot of synergy here just with the questions you asked, the answers I gave, and just understanding your background. So I appreciate the opportunity. And for everyone listening, I appreciate the carving out the time to listen.
Oh, Kevin, it's been a pleasure. I really appreciate you and the work that you're doing. So thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And thank you for continuing to share these stories, share resources, and be an incredible champion. So thank you for all that you do, Kevin.
Fantastic. Like we've done this before, right?
It feels like it.
I hope you really enjoyed the experience because I had so much fun talking to you about business and inclusion this morning. So I hope you enjoyed it still.
We could do many, many more episodes on the topic, I'm sure.
Yeah, thank you for having me here, Kevin. I appreciate what you do and the example that you set. Thank you for having me.
That's amazing. Congratulations. I'm only on like 130 something. So 800 is amazing.
Well, I have to tell you, it's either a labor of love or insanity, one of the two, right?
I agreed. And some days I don't think I know which one it is.
Well, I always tell people if you're looking for a good way to kill time, edit a podcast, right?
Oh my gosh. I know. I have to edit like 5 of them this weekend. And I'm like, because I didn't do them last weekend. And I'm like, I need to do that.
Well, that's why editors make so much money because nobody wants to do it, right?
Exactly. And they earn their money, let me tell you.
Oh, well, absolutely. Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you for spending a few minutes with me. And it was delightful to meet you. And I want to thank you for your time, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good. Learning all about you this morning. And I just think you are awesome.
Well, I couldn't think of a better description to describe myself. How wonderfully terrific for me, right?
I love it. I love what you're doing.
Well, I appreciate that. So I've never asked a guest this. What makes you think I'm so awesome?
Oh my gosh. Just you're out there making it happen. And the way you talk to your guests, I mean, all your guests that you have on, I looked, you have 797 episodes, talk about dedication. You have 6,034 followers. And I'm like, oh my gosh, but you know what? It's just something about you. You're just I can just tell you're like a likable person. You know, I did, I probably shouldn't say, you won't know who it is, so I won't tell you. But I was talking to somebody who was not a very likable person. And I knew it going into it, and it just makes me nervous, right? I'm just like, ugh. And, you know, I just listen to you and the way you talk to your guests and the questions you ask and I love how you start your podcast. And it was like, oh, great, this guy's going to be just easy and great. He's just out there trying to do good work.
Well, I certainly appreciate the compliment, and I have to tell you that you're joining me on the week that will surpass 800 episodes. So
Oh,
thanks for helping me surpass the milestone. It's most appreciated.
aw, you're welcome. I feel so special because I did. I noticed 797. So yeah, that's gonna be exciting when I'm launching in that big Mark.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm just beyond grateful. This has been a really delightful interview. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Fabulous, Amy. That was delightful. I had so much fun.
Good, me too. You're wonderful to interview with. I didn't feel nervous at all, so thank you.
Well, that's always the goal. You know, podcasting is just about having conversations, isn't it?
Exactly, like your podcast. Let's have this conversation. Perfect.
Well, it's a shameless marketing, isn't it?
Well, it works. It's good.
Kevin, it's been an absolute pleasure, man. Your story is inspiring, and I appreciate you having me on.
Fantastic, Owen. Like we've done this before, right?
It felt good, man. It felt good.
Well, I appreciate that, my friend. I hope you enjoyed the experience because it was a delightful pleasure for me to spend a couple of minutes with you. So I want to thank you for sharing your story, my friend. I hope you got something out of it as well.
Absolutely, man. Your journey makes mine pale in comparison. That's for sure. And it's always a beautiful thing to get that kind of perspective. So I appreciate you, man.